Alrighty. So it's fantastic. I get so much attention pushing this wheelie bin, of course, you know, everyone, what the heck is going on with this guy? And lots of well wishes as well, you know. I've been asked 3 times today, am I on my way to Broken Hill? I'm pretty off track if I am, but no, just training. And anyway, it's so great. I mean, it was the same on my Postie bike. You know, people are really interested when they see something different to what they normally encounter in their days, and want to know a little bit more. So anyway, so I'm coming up to the 10k mark now, out of 14 and a half, which is this loop that I been doing for the past, I don't know, 10 days or so. And yeah, so I'm gonna go. Thank you. So yeah, it's buses. We'll wait for that. The 10k mark. Now I've got, today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 more days, and after that, on Sunday I fly out to Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, whatever we want to call it these days, and I'll be doing a motorcycle tour from there through to, well, from a city just north of Saigon called Nha Trang is the actual starting point. And yeah, I'll be heading out from there for 2 weeks, heading north, kind of loosely following the Ho Chi Minh Trail, although it's a road tour that we're joining. And but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a few things on it. But one is just obviously the cultural experience, but also the food and the scenery, which I believe is just amazing. So yeah, I'll be interested in what all that presents me in Linden. It's quite a big group we're riding with. I think it's like 18 people all up. Some of those are pillion riders. Now we're riding 150cc motorcycles, and I'm really interested to see how the pillion riders do, or the bikes with pillion riders do on a 150cc bike. But you know, it's been done before by this outfit that we Vietnam Motorcycle Tours, they call themselves. They've done it plenty of times before, so obviously they're very capable little machines. So that's it. Yeah. I'll obviously be doing a lot of videoing and hopefully post some stuff either while I'm on the trip or when I get back. Probably only when I get back, which is the end of March. So that cuts 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks out of my training schedule for me, which is not ideal, but you know what, it's probably a good idea to take a bit of a rest, and then pick it up when I get back. So then I've got April. Basically, I'm back I think on the 29th of March. And then I'm back in April. I've got April to basically do the rest of my training. So I've got to up the ante a bit and do at least, 20 Ks a day, 25 if ideally, when I get back, so that I've got some strength and endurance. That's the key thing to build up. I mean, I'm only planning on averaging 30 Ks a day, so it's not that if I'm doing 25, it's not a big stretch to do 30. So I'm not going to be suddenly hammering myself. It's going to be a slight increase, so that'll be okay. I've got to give myself, I don't know, I'll give myself like 4 or 5 days before I do go. So from, say, the 20th of April, I'll stop training and just rest up for 4 or 5 days before I set off. We'll take it, and that's basically it. Then I'm on my way, and that's it. So the real challenge for me starts on day 3 of the walk, because first day I go out to Wentworthville, second day I reach Penrith at the base of the Blue Mountains, which, well, Emu Plains is at the base of the Blue Mountains. And and then I've got the Blue Mountains, which is from there to Katoomba at the top is around 80 kilometers. And I can't see myself doing 30 kilometers a day up the Blue Mountains. There's no respite. It's just uphill, and some of it's sharp uphill for 80 kilometers. So I'm going to have to take that real easy to be able to not injure myself or blow myself out on that part of the walk. Then from Katoomba, I don't know, it's probably about, I stand corrected on this, 25-30 kilometers to Mount Victoria. And Mount Victoria is at the far sort of upper plateau area of the Blue Mountains. And then you drop down onto the plateau beyond that. And that drop down is very sharp, very steep, and it's a very dangerous stretch of road. To the extent that traffic is slowed way down to 60 kilometers an hour, heavy vehicles to 40, and it's heavily monitored with cameras and that kind of stuff. And the problem with that is not just that it's a sharp downhill. After I've been pushing the bin uphill for 4-5 days, but there's no shoulder to the road, and there's lots of sharp corners to walk around. So it's only about 6 or 7 kilometers going down, but it's dangerous. So I might have to rethink that and add a bit of distance to my walk, because there's a causeway, I forget what it's called now, that runs between Mount Victoria and Bell at the top of Bell's line of road. And these buses are so noisy. Talk about noise pollution, and it's the council causing it. Anyway, yeah, there's a causeway, and there's a little road that heads off, goes down into sort of a bushland area, quite steep as well, but it's a paved surface for the most part, very windy. It goes down, it drops down the same side of the mountain as the other road, but there's no traffic on it. And then there's about a 5 or 6 kilometer reasonably good dirt road stretch to a town called, well, a location called Little Hartley, and that kind of connects up back with the road I would have come down had I come down Mount Victoria Pass, I think it's called, Victoria Pass. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway,